Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, friends and colleagues. On behalf of the Indian Association of Cardiothoracic and Vascular Surgeons, I extend a hearty welcome to our guests and members of the press and team members from our institute. For the last year, we have witnessed they actively participated in the nation's glorious Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav, inspired by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, vision for healthy India by the year 2047. It's our resolve through IACTS Outreach Program to lead cardiac health and influence people to adapt healthy heart habits. To lead cardiac health and make every heartbeat count is the motto of Indian Association of Cardiothoracic and Vascular Surgeons. We have a number of pioneers across our country who led us for the last 67 years. Among the pictures which I have showcased here, they were the past presidents of our association, where cardiac surgery was started in our country, making notable achievements under which today we surgeons have been growing. I would like to let the team know that what are the various achievements which we have of late come across in our association. One is the paperless. IACTS has adopted digital programming to the maximum extent, where most of the record maintenance, most of the account maintenance, everything has gone totally paperless. The Indian Journal of Cardiothoracic and Vascular Surgery is well renowned, has got PubMed recognized 4 years back and well appreciated across the globe. As we all know, IACTS Masterclass Series, one of the best series across the globe, where more than 26 countries participated with more than 6 lakh plus viewers across the globe, had a major hit which we conducted as the secretary of the association at Sathya Institute. And there was a huge round of applause across the globe. In fact, I would tell here, even the American president of the Association of Cardiac Surgeons had made a comment on one of the webinars that even America has failed to conduct a program like what India has been done. Apart from this, we have IACTS database. This is one of its kind, in fact the first of its kind in the country. If you have an example, at the age of 40, what is the incidence of heart attacks in India? We don't have an answer. Our literature entirely is dependent on UK and USA based database. Today, the country has taken initiative, and let me tell here, Sathya Sai is the first institute in the country to recognize and to adapt IACTS database, and we have 12 nodal centers across the country today who are all participating in this database. This entire database has been recorded in the Red Cap platform, wherein most of the centers across the globe use that platform. We also use the same platform, which is secure, and all the data are based on the Cloud9 as of now. Shortly, we'll be having our own servers for this, and that will be the next step. As we all know, various conferences has been conducted for the last 68 years from the association, and 2021, in view of COVID era, we had conducted a first online national conference with more than 4,000 plus delegates participating. Various opportunities have been initiated, whether it's the IACTS fellowship programs or mentorship at your doorsteps or article contributions, whether in the journals or even in the website today. I would like to make an announcement that shortly we'll be coming up with Center of Advanced Clinical Research and Surgical Excellence, and the association has permitted to be started in Bangalore, and shortly we will be going ahead with that also. We have a dynamic website, and the team members are there to handle the website on regularly. Today, on World Heart Day, we are inaugurating this going live on social media, wherein Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn and Instagram will be activated through the IACTS portal to educate the community for a healthy heart. Once again, on behalf of the Indian Association of Cardiothoracic and Vascular Surgeons, I welcome you all for today's program. We have our team, the IACTS committee. In fact, we have a committee for this outreach program and also an overview committee, and this is the executive committee, and I would tell that we are fortunate enough to have 2 members of the executive committee in our institute itself. Yes, dear friends and colleagues, I am proud to be a heart surgeon. In fact, I would like everybody to be proud to be associated with IACTS, making every heartbeat count. Thank you. I request our director, sir, to inaugurate the session by lighting the lamp. Yeah, please go ahead, sir. During the inauguration, please. I request Dr. Jagannath, Dr. Barua, sir, to kindly join. Dr. Rita.
Om Gananam Tva Ganashtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspatana Shrinvanutibhiseda Sadhanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajibirvajinivati Dhinama Vitrayavatu Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswatyai Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
I request our director, Dr. Sundaresh, to address us.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering myself at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Baba. Dr. Hiremat, Secretary of IACTS, all the other members of the IACTS and this committee which is organizing this program, and participants of this program, the security staff of the Sathya Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, my dear sisters and brothers, it's a pleasure to be here today to see this outreach program being done in a massive scale across the country. The achievements of IACTS is laudable, and I congratulate the team of IACTS for all that they have done so far. And I have seen the enthusiasm of this whole team rubbed into Dr. Hiremat so much that his excitement levels are so high, and he's a very powerful organizer of such events. It's very nice to think that somebody is trying to protect your heart. First of all, each one of us should try to protect our own hearts. Only then somebody can protect your heart. For the public, this is a very big requirement. There is no platform on which public can have been taught about the basic cardiopulmonary resuscitation. What happens normally in any situation in public is when somebody falls down unconscious, they try to pour water into the mouth, sprinkle water on their face, and by not knowing what to do, they probably cause more damage. I hope this program gets extended to all the schools and the school teachers. They are the people who can make an impact in society. Today, students and teachers are the ones to whom we should be doing this kind of things. IACTS should consider this as an ongoing basis. Having a program like this, giving nice t-shirts and caps to everybody is very beautiful. Everybody looks very impressive here and smart. That's nice also, it's nothing wrong in it. But at the same time, this has to be an ongoing effort. There is no point in having this as a one-day affair and rest of the time, rest of the year, well, we don't really bother what happens out there. I think if you want to make an impact in society, we should do it in all the schools and educate the teachers first about the basic life support and the basic cardiopulmonary resuscitation, and the students. Because if you make an impact on the students, their parents will automatically be having that impact, and it will spread like that much more actively. I wish I could request our own team here in Sathya Sai Hospital to undertake this project. But I know it's difficult. I know it's probably not possible because the workload here is so heavy that we may not be able to think. So IACTS can garner some support from others across the city and take this up as a project. The security guards here, आप जो बैठे हैं यहाँ, हिंदी समझते हैं ना? आपको जो दिखाई दे रहा है और आपके पास जो आपके साथ जो हो रहा है ना अभी, उसको ध्यान से सुन लेना और ध्यान से करना, क्योंकि आप किसी समय एक आदमी को बचा सकता है। अगर आप इस तरीका को समझ ले पूरा, एक आदमी की जान बचा सकते हैं आप। समझ गए ना? ठीक है। I think this should be emphasized to them during their training program, that they are capable of saving the lives of somebody without having to think. The whole thing about life-saving efforts is all about not thinking. Do what you're told to do. Simple. These are the basic dictums of how you save a life in an emergency. If you think too much, then you will become a cardiac surgeon. You will not save anybody's life on the streets. Thank you very much for having me here. It's my pleasure to inaugurate this program at our hospital here. Jai Hind. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, sir. I would make an announcement here itself on behalf of the association. What our director, Dr. Sundaresh, has told, we have already taken a lead. In fact, yesterday only these thoughts came into mind that we will be shortly introducing these programs into schools and teachers at the ground level where we start. So, and also videos will be circulated among the schools and teachers also shortly. I request now Dr. Jagannath, Senior Pediatric Cardiac Surgeon and current Executive Committee member of the IACTS, to speak a few words.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Good morning to all of you. And on behalf of IACTS, what I would like to emphasize today is that in today's world of information technology and rapidly progressing age at which people enter into the marriageable sector is increasing. With increase in this marriageable age, in addition to that, what you are having today is a lot more people are deferring getting children to 30s, sometimes even to 40s. There have been instances where people have gone in for preserving their eggs and then going in for in vitro fertilization followed by conception in the laboratory. That kind of a picture. In this situation, what happens is there is bound to be an increase in both fetal loss as well as increase in the incidence of congenital diseases, which probably some of them are treatable today. Many of them will probably be treatable in future with gene technology. Today's world, what we require is create more awareness of those congenital diseases. I'm not restricting myself to heart problems alone. It is general awareness of congenital diseases, which in my view can be prevented by reducing in vitro fertilization, by reducing the ages at which you plan to become family. Secondly, you can treat 90% of the congenital diseases with appropriate identification and management, both surgically and medically. And therefore, through IACTS outreach program, what we intend to do is put more information in general language understandable to the layman to approach appropriate hospitals and gain treatment. This is what we would like to do, and I request all your cooperation in this endeavor of ours. Thank you.
Thank you. I request them to play the President's video, please.
Dear friends, greetings from Indian Association of Cardiovascular Thoracic Surgeons. As we all know, cardiovascular diseases are the commonest cause of mortality across the globe, and India has the largest number of patients of cardiovascular diseases. We at IACTS are committed to fight against the heart diseases in our country. As cardiovascular surgeons, it is our responsibility to help our society, to educate our citizens in prevention of heart disease, and to guide them to the best possible treatment available today. Friends, as we celebrate World Heart Day 2022, I encourage you all to join the outreach program of IACTS and use all the digital platforms to reach the larger sections of the society to help them to fight against heart disease. Let's all join hands to fight against the heart diseases, and let's keep the heart of our citizens healthy. We all can make it.
Dear colleagues, greetings from IACTS. A healthy life is the greatest gift that mankind can seek, and this starts from having a healthy heart. As proud citizens, we are commemorating 75 years of India's independence, and the time has come to strive towards independence from heart diseases. India is still a young nation which needs 130 crore healthy hearts to build a success story. We at the Indian Association of Cardiovascular Thoracic Surgeons are committed to this cause of keeping India's hearts healthy and lively, free from diseases. We invite you to join us in this mission of improving the nation's heart health, because a hearty India is a healthy India. Together, let's make every heartbeat count. Jai Hind.
Hi, my name is Dr. Devi Shetty, and I am speaking from Narayana Health, Bangalore. As part of the celebration of World Heart Day, I have a simple message to all the adult Indians about taking care of your heart. First of all, how you feel, how fit you feel, has nothing to do with how fit your heart is. It is very, very important for every Indian adult past the age of 35-40, or the ones who want to exert themselves with extreme sports at a much earlier age, to undergo some basic tests. That's routine blood test, a ECG, echocardiogram, and a CT angiogram to find out whether you have any coronary artery anomalies or coronary artery blockages. Once these tests are okay, we can assure you that it's very, very, very unlikely you will ever have a cardiac event. The best treatment for heart disease is prevention. If prevention is not possible, at least you can arrest the progression of the disease. And if you can arrest the progression of the disease, it is almost as good as the cure. And today, technology exists to treat you if you have a dreadful heart problem, and there are scientifically proven methods to retard the progression of the disease. please speak to your cardiologist and they will be able to guide you. Thank you so much.
Greetings, friends. The theme for the World Heart Day this year is cardiovascular health for all. And not without a reason. We know cardiovascular disease is responsible for very high rates of premature mortality. It reduces the quality of life, and it has got great economic costs to the individual, to the family, and to the community at large. So the moot question that arises is, how do we ensure that we get good cardiovascular health? Now, one of the most powerful tools is that we empower the public and the general laity with knowledge and sensitize them towards the high prevalence of this disease and towards methods and means to avoid them. It's with this laudable motto and ethos, Indian Association of Thoracic and Cardiovascular Surgeons has launched this outreach program. And I sincerely believe that if there is self-regulation, it will help the people reduce so much of misery attached to these disorders. And another purpose that this program may serve is, lately the doctor-patient relationship has taken a bit of a hit. So to restore that pedestal of godliness to the medical profession and to restore that trust between the doctor and the patient, I think this engagement with the community with the sole purpose of hand-holding them towards good health is going to go a long way. So my very best and my compliments, and wishing you all a very healthy festive season ahead. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Greetings from IACTS. In the year 1953, surgeons for the first time successfully closed a hole in a child's heart. Since then, world over, cardiac surgery has come a long way in the noble effort to save every heart in need. Surgeons in India have kept pace with their global counterparts, both in terms of technology and expertise. Now is the time to strengthen in areas of awareness and affordability. This World Heart Day, we at IACTS are launching the outreach program through which we aim to spread awareness regarding heart ailments by giving each one of you continuous digital access to authentic information and knowledge. Awareness saves lives, both of adults and children. Let's make every tender heartbeat count, for they are the future of our country. Thank you and stay connected to IACTS.
Friends, the world is fast changing, and in this ever-changing world, our modes of communication are rapidly changing. The youth, the new generation, be it rural or urban India, has captured everyone's wildest of thoughts, and social media is empowering people like anything. We as surgeons need to go to our people back where the things begin from. Prevention of heart diseases, giving them the right information about the right treatment is of utmost importance in today's world. Scientific evidence-based medicine has to go down to the bottom of the hearts. It is the only way that we can make each and every heartbeat count and give India 1.4 billion healthy hearts by 2047 as envisaged by our PM Narendra Bhai Modi. Friends, I welcome you all to join wholeheartedly the IACTS Outreach program, which has been designed and envisioned with the idea that we will be reaching down not only to the general public but various healthcare providers, providing them with information, knowledge regarding prevention of heart diseases and treating them with scientific methodology whenever the need arises. My appeal to all my friends in the media and public at large is to join us in our noble cause. Thanks a lot.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Dr. Manoj Duraidaraj. I'm a heart transplant surgeon based out of Pune, Maharashtra. And also, I hold the position of Junior Vice President of the Indian Association of Cardiovascular Surgeons. This World Heart Day, the theme is Use Heart for Every Heart. Being a heart transplant surgeon, I can see many patients on the waiting list with end stage heart failure, and they actually succumb. They die because they cannot get the heart in time. My request and appeal to all of you is to become an organ donor, register to be an organ donor, and spread the message about organ donation. It is so important. Being an organ donor, you can save almost 6 to 8 lives in one day by donating your organs. Heart is very essential, lungs are very essential, and it's important that being an organ donor, we can change somebody's life. So, this World Heart Day, use your heart to save a heart. Thank you very much.
Greetings from Outreach Committee of Indian Association of Cardiothoracic and Vascular Surgeons. We at IACTS have immense pleasure in launching this outreach program to create public awareness on heart diseases. This platform on social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram will help the public to understand the heart disease better. This will help you all in understanding prevention and treatment for various cardiothoracic and vascular disorders. On this World Heart Day, I recommend you all to take a pledge against the deadly 7 sins which will harm your heart. Remember as S7: stress, salt, smoking, sugar, sedentary lifestyle, sleeplessness, and spirits. The heart beats approximately 110,000 times a day for you and forever throughout your life. So it's time you take a pledge to protect your heart. Have discipline in your lifestyle for a healthier tomorrow. Wish you all happy World Heart Day 2022. I am proud to be a cardiac surgeon in India. Jai Hind.
Hi, I am Alok Mathur, a heart surgeon at Jaipur. Very excited about the launch of an outreach program by the Indian Association of Cardiovascular and Thoracic Surgeons. This is a digital platform available on all social media to everyone around the globe. In this era of huge information, unfortunately, a little bit of misinformation also creeps in. So this resource is designed to address the information about heart disease, its diagnosis, its treatment, state-of-art developments in the field of treatment of heart surgery, and any other question that you may have. So my message today is eat, love, pray, work, laugh. Use this resource to make every heartbeat count. Thank you.
Myself, Dr. Bhupesh D. Shah, cardiac surgeon, practicing in Ahmedabad. On behalf of IACTS, we are starting social outreach program. This outreach program is mainly focused for prevention of the diseases and social awareness about the various cardiac diseases. On a World Heart Day, I wish good health to everyone and take care about your heart. And please join us on social media of IACTS.
Thank you. I now invite Dr. Prayag, Senior Consultant Interventional Cardiologist of our institute, to speak on how we can prevent a heart disease on our eating habits, our modern lifestyle. He will take us through in the next few minutes, followed by the CPR session for all of us.
My dear Swami, respected Director Sir, seniors of the dais, my colleagues. Each year we come here to celebrate the World Heart Day. I sometimes really wonder, is it a celebration or a clarion call to achieve more? And I think Today's program is very, very timely. Essentially, what my dear colleague, senior friend, everything for us in surgery, Hiramat sir, is trying to achieve, to put it in two words, is to decentralize medicine. It is to decentralize healthcare. We can keep talking about this in the tomes of our books and our surgical Harrisons and Sabistons and Bronwalds, but as long as it doesn't reach the community, it just remains in those books. So it's very timely what they have taken up. And as was also said, in today's era, it's more important to disseminate correct information rather than go to Google and Googling things and going on Facebook, which in a way, as he himself said, doesn't serve the purpose. Probably it's counterproductive. I love being a cardiologist. He's given me 7 minutes, so I'm going to take all 7 minutes. So they'll say I love being a cardiologist, and I'm sure it's the same thing for the surgeons as well. We are not competitive, we are complementary. It's the first organ to start working in the body. It's the spark of life. It's at the heart of every matter. You cannot function well if your heart doesn't function well. And that's an index of your health. It's the seat of all emotion. You know, you think from the brain, you have a mind, tell me where is it? We all feel it lies in the heart. So obviously we are at the heart of each matter. And as Mitch Ibom put it in the Magic Strings of Frankie Presto, I really wanted to go back and read. There's a very beautiful line in that. He says, I have not found any person who doesn't love music. And the reason is that we are music personified. We are a heartbeat personified. We are music ourselves. And when that music is lost, there comes a cardiac patient. That lub-dub is lost. In any way. So we are ourselves, our bodies are rhythm personified, if you think in that way. It's the seat of your Valentine. I don't need to tell more when we have youngsters sitting here, of course. Now let me tell you about the hard-hitting data. Why Dr. Hiramat, Dr. Jagannath sir, this team is wanting to do this. Why it should be done. The next 3 minutes may not be very savory for you to hear, because you've already heard why it's needed. Let me just put it in words why it's needed. Can you see it from there, or you can just turn off the lights? This is the number of interventions that has gone up in the last 7 years. It's gone like this. And I can tell you this is still 18. I can tell you it's much worse in 2021 after COVID struck. It's just a trajectory that seems to be going into the stratosphere. This is what we are hearing. Smoker at 11, death at 16. Okay. This is my teacher from KM Hospital who died at 45. He's a cardiologist himself. He was a Joseph Perloff professor of cardiac medicine, taught us congenital cardiology. I'm sure they all know this. Dr. Prasanna Nyadish died at 45. And this man's more pictures have appeared after he went than before it. Think about it. We talked about Appu much more after he went than we talked about it. What is the scourge of CAD? Have I already got this shock? I can see silence. That's good. Right, sir. No, there are many instances. I guess it just gets the point across because we all felt very touched when Appu, suddenly had something on a treadmill. But then, this is what it has come to. He was 45, 46, if I'm wrong. Average age of MI in our hospital when we are treating a STEMI is 50. Most patients are the sole breadwinners of the family. Dismal prognosis. You can come with a STEMI and get a PCI done. They come very late. We don't have a third-party payer. Then comes heart failure. Then comes ICD. It's all spiraling down into nothing. They just live a miserable life. There are no third-party payers. There is no first aid. There is nothing like you go to a hospital and a STEMI PCI is done for free other than Sathya Sai Hospital. Nowhere else. We need first aid. That is the reason why we need this outreach program. They should know when they are not well and attend it themselves. Because you cannot have a doctor in every home. This is our Southeast Asia, the kind of scourge of CAD that we have. Look at, we are on the extreme left. Even Latin America towards the right, Middle East. It's just 10 times more here. Why? Look at the amount of disability-associated life years, DALY. That is how many years do you lose, when you are a CAD patient. It's just the trajectories again upwards. Look at this amount of high premature CAD mortality. This is young people who die. Why is it that young people have more proximal LAD disease, more left main? Why is it in India? Is it just that, we are at C, SEA. We say always this in cardiology. We are at C. SEA means Southeast Asian. So when you are in Southeast Asian, you have been already damned to be a CAD patient. Why is it so? Probably all of this. We all suffer from something called as AAMS. I'm not here to talk cardiology, but this is essentially an accelerated atherometabolic syndrome. As Dr. Jowli sir put it in his talk, we just are at risk because we are a Southeast Asian. That's it. It comes with us just being born here. There's a portmanteau word called as diabesity. This is also spoken about. It's a portmanteau means it's a junction of two words, diabetes and obesity. I see patients, I'm sure all my departmental colleagues, Dr. Hiramat and his department sees the diabetes vessels are 2 millimeters, 1.5 millimeters, totally chewed up from the ostium to distal. You can do nothing about them. You really feel really sick and helpless when you see those angiograms. Fast food fads, you can sit at home. We have Swiggy, Zomato making you more and more of a couch potato. No exercise, adjusting to the time zones of the West, lack of sleep. Trust me, if we have done a cross-sectional vitamin D levels here, there would be 5% who are really in that, 95% wouldn't be, because you do not have sunlight exposure. That's it, simple. And a general decline in the moral values. When and where did we lose our way? Is there still a ray of hope? This is 1980. We have tech support. We are saying we are getting it on Facebook, Twitter, everything. Let me just bring in one aspect here, which was spoken as way back, even earlier, 1960s, 1970s, by our founder, who very clearly said that just as you need to speak truth to prevent being born again and again, you need prevention to be falling ill again and again. It's not about treatment, it's about prevention. What if I ask you all, let me just take a vote, what is the best self-defense equipment you have ever seen? Anyone? This is my call. A nunchaku? Bruce Lee used to play with that, Uzi? Israelis. A Smith & Wesson's Magnum, every US sniper carries it. To my mind and to our department, we always feel that this is the best self-defense tool that has ever been created by man. The only problem is it doesn't find its right place. It remains on the shoe rack. Preventive health, Swami has amply told us in this, that education of preventive health is much more important than trying to cure that, trying to face that end of the tunnel. It's going to go over you. Cure of any disease, Swami says, starts with the prevention. Whether it is CAD, whether it is malaria, whether it is a water project, he's always taught us that if we start with the root cause being the prevention at which you are trying to enter it, which I think is the larger meaning of this program which they're trying to, address. Cure starts there. Cure doesn't start with giving beta blockers and dual antiplatelets. This is 1999. Swami has spoken in one of his discourses, Guidelines to Lead a Healthy Life and Avoid Heart Attacks. Anybody can go and actually reference this. This is from Satyopadesh. There's no time to deliberate on this, but I really request all of you should go back and read this. In short, tips to a good health. This is something that all of us read. It's nice to put hexagons and nice pictures and what's taken from internet. The point is, as was spoken, how is it that we can decentralize medicine today? Today we live in a small world. I put a winking COVID there. We all hated this virus, but at the end of the day, if you go back and think about it deeply, it made our world much smaller. In a way, it brought us closer. Yes, we started looking at the mobile more than we were seeing our parents and our patients both. But then a newer dimension has been added by what is being used in this outreach program today, because you want to disseminate knowledge. All this was used in COVID. We used to sit in our rooms and see conferences, attend seminars. So disseminate it in a right way. You can really reach it to the public and teach them, like for example, what we're going to do with our security staff, because they're going to be the people who are going to be attend to it the first. You have to decentralize medicine today. It's not possible with our 1.4 billion people. Yes, we have 1.4 billion hearts you want, but with 1.4 billion people, it's not possible to provide as much healthcare. And not in a country where you don't have third-party payers. So you have to decentralize them, because the minute you try to do that, your first referral unit is not the physician anymore, it is the layman. And he can do something at that point. I can tell you a very, striking example. Anu and me were once going to the airport, and we have seen those AEDs lying there. You have the entire lobby in the Bangalore airport downstairs, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all those gateways. There are 3 of them lying there. If you take a call, how many of them really know to use that AED? So that defibrillator is just lying there on the day you want it. It's like a fire extinguisher. You try to crank it open, it will not happen. And you lose the patient. It's just like that. It has to be a continuing knowledge. As Sir said, as Sundari Sir also put it, it has to be continuing. So let's try to decentralize this medicine and not keep it in the ivory towers of the disease. I think that's a great call. And how has social media helped us? Yes, outside of our WhatsApps and our Facebooks, definitely you can use this to disseminate knowledge to the public, other than networking, of course, taking opinions from other doctors, staff, like inter-staff relationships, staff to the doctor. Of course, as sir said, as Dr. Yadava sir also put it, there's a big hit in the doctor-patient relationship today. It's happened on many counts, and I really hope this is something that when you give them correct knowledge, they'll be able to apply to it better. Great initiative, sir. Let's all join in making India heart strong again. As was said, Narendra Modi sir has said in 2047 is the dream, that where he said that in no inch of mind or heart there will be a inch of slavery, something like that. It was a very, very strong statement which he made this time on the Independence Day. So essentially, I think what they are all aiming at, IACTS, and also taken up by the CSI on another count, but IACTS has really led the way, is to create a database, as they all showed you. They have a database, they can train their surgeons better, but I think what really comes is the third and the fourth point here, because you really use your social media to positive use. You want to disseminate knowledge which is correct and which can be applied clinically, even by a non-clinical person. Thank you so much, sir, for starting this and giving us a stage here. With His blessings in our hearts again, we will march toward a strong heart India again. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Prayag, for conveying the right message of decentralizing medicine today. Now I would like to invite Dr. Pankaj Punita, Senior Consultant and Head of the Department of Anesthesia and Critical Care, and his team, Sister Hemanjali, Nursing Superintendent of our institute, Sister Vasanti, past Nursing Superintendent, who volunteered for this program. Over to Dr. Pankaj Punita and the team of security guards. I request all of you to stay back and watch this, how exactly you have to function when in the process of heart attacks.
Today we are assembled and we are going to have a demonstration of compression-only life support. Like most of you know, there are up to 3 different levels of life support which we can practice and is trained. So compression-only life support is the basic, where we teach only CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. The second level is basic life support, which is practiced by paramedics and some hospital personnel like other technicians. The third level is advanced cardiac life support, which usually is provided by doctors and nurses in the hospital. So why is compression-only life support? As you all know, during the corona era, people are reluctant to actually give breath supports. So what has come up through various research and scientific publications is that just providing compressions only can provide some benefit. And what kind of benefit? If you were to just give compressions only, that by itself improves survival of victims by at least double, or if you are able to provide breaths, it triples what could be the survival outcome eventually. So these are the various statistics. I will ask for a video to be shared right now. Subsequently, we'll have our staff come up and take positions. You will see that we will try to speak in Hindi because that is the primary language which they understand.
What to do when you see someone collapse to the ground. Ensure that the scene is safe. Tap on the both shoulders with both hands and ask loudly, "Hello, are you alright?" and check for normal breathing. If there is no purposeful verbal response or movement or no breathing, call for help. Activate the local emergency medical system and ambulance. Then, start chest compressions. Keep the heel of one hand on the center of chest, 2 fingers above the lower end of breastbone. Place the other hand over it, interlocking the fingers. Keep the elbow straight, shoulder above the chest. Push hard, 5 to 6 centimeters downwards. At a rate of 120 per minute. Allow the chest to recoil after each compression. Count loudly 1, 2, 3 up to 30. After each 5 such cycles of 30 chest compressions, Check for response by moving, coughing, or verbalizing, and for breathing. Do not interrupt chest compressions unnecessarily. Continue compressions till the victim becomes responsive or help arrives. Do not hesitate. Your actions could save a life.
हमने आपको पहले भी दिखाया था, पर यही एक्चुअली जो देखना है वो मेन इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये है, पोजीशन आपको हाथ कहाँ लगाना है। छाती के हड्डी के नीचे हिस्से में अपना पाम लगाना पड़ेगा। आप नीचे पेशेंट के बगल में बैठ जाइए, मॉडल के बगल में बैठ जाइए।
स्ट्राइट कीजिए, बेंड नहीं करना, स्ट्राइट कीजिए।
यू विल हैव टू स्टार्ट कंप्रेशन। आप दबाने लग जाइए, लगभग 1 सेकंड में 2 बार करना पड़ेगा आपको। और तेजी से और जोर से, 2 चीज़, पुश हार्ड एंड पुश फास्ट।
काउंट कीजिए, आप लोग काउंट कीजिए।
तो आप सब, आपको समझ में आ गया तो एक बार रुक लीजिए और सभी एक साथ करना।
ओके, 30 कंप्रेशन करना है, हम लोग बताते हैं
इसी स्पीड पे। हाँ,
ओके, स्टार्ट। 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30।
तो ये तब तक करना पड़ेगा जब तक कोई आपको मदद करने के लिए आए, जैसे कि एम्बुलेंस आ जाए या फिर कोई और दवाइयाँ और इक्विपमेंट के साथ। कैन वी स्विच नेक्स्ट 5?
या नेक्स्ट 5 आइए,
अगले 5 आ जाइए।
आप जाइए। बैठिए बैठिए। Position. No, show him that.
This is the compression life support which has been taught. In fact, it's very important how exactly you do it. If it's done in the right way, definitely blood supply goes to the entire system, especially the brain. And if it's not done in the proper way, definitely we lose the patient. So I request other members in the audience who are keen to come and attend a demo after this.
Okay, let us start. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 16 17 18 19 20 21 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30।
तो दूसरी बात ये याद रखना है कि हाथ दबाते ही मत रखना, हर बार ऊपर आने देना, छाती को ऊपर आने देना, ठीक है। हाथ को हटाना मत, हाथ को रहने दो उस पर। हम एक बार और करेंगे 30 काउंट का। हाँ,
Any 5 people volunteers can next be there.
Okay, let us start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Not nurses.
Next.
Practice
Yeah, the next 5 round people can come down.
आप जाइए. आइए.
Place your hands on the position. It will be on the lower part of the chest here. The heel is part of the. Yeah. So interlock your hands.
और थोड़ा आगे आइए.
Yeah. The hands should be straight. The shoulder on top of the above the hands. Okay. We will do compressions for 30 at the count of
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
we run courses in basic life support and advanced cardiac life support, and we will add the compression only life support to our training program. So all of you who are interested can approach Sister Himanjali and give your names. These are certificate courses, so you will be provided a certificate saying that you have undergone the training and you are a practitioner of the same. Thank you.
Thank you once again. On behalf of the Indian Association of Cardiothoracic and Vascular Surgeons, I would like to thank everyone for attending today's program. I request all of you to stand up for the national anthem, please.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you.